Welcome to Cigars on the Front Porch. I am your host, Uncle Scotty, and this is episode number 51. Episode number 51 of Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Today is March the 22nd of 2025. It's 4:13 in the afternoon on a Saturday. We'll chalk it up at 4:15. 73 degrees outside. Wonderful day outside. So I encourage, if you can get outside, enjoy days like today, great. I'm not outside on the front porch. There's a lot of pollen, a little stuffy back here in the tent. It's a little bit more well protected. I have done some upgrades. I've upgraded the microphone, so we will see. If the microphone does good, maybe I'll tell you which one I got. But right now, I'm not going to advertise them because I don't know. It's been good reviews. I did my research on it. They say to keep it a fist away from you. I'm about maybe less than 2 feet away from it, so it should pick up pretty well. And we're going to see. I hope it does some great quality sound. That's what I'm hoping for. So we're going to start episode 51, and we're going to start it out on the right foot. Well, they all started out on the right foot. Yeah. We're going to start this one out giving the winner of episodes 50, Uncle Scotty hooked me up. The winner for this one, for the humidor, for the 3-finger humidor, initials are RP from Morris, Michigan. RP from Morris, Michigan. And they were the winner. They were the first one. I mean, I think less than a day, a couple of hours after the video posted, they was like, Uncle Scotty hooked me up. So it's been shipped and mailed off to them. So I love it when somebody actually announces like who won, because a lot of times they say we got a winner, and I'm like, okay, who? I don't need to know all the details on it, but give me something, So just to let you know, your Uncle Scotty keeps his word. If I say I'm going to do it, you bet it's going to happen, baby. It's going to happen. So stay tuned. We got lots of more giveaways or different things I'm going to be doing throughout the videos. Make sure you like and subscribe and click on the notification link for the channel. And today we're going to go ahead and get into it. We're going to be doing one that I've been debating about, but it's been sitting in the humidor going on a year now. So I was like, well, let me do it. All right. It is the Alec Bradley. There we go. Alec Bradley Black Market Robusto 5x50. It's a medium to full body cigar. It's a Nicaraguan jalapeno wrapper, Ecuadorian Sumatra binder, and a Honduran Panamanian and Jamastron long filler. Hope I get that right. It is supposed to be smooth, creamy, that include flavors such as spice, pepper, peaty undertones, as well as chocolate and earth. So this should be a variety medium body cigar. Alec Bradley is in my top 10 of types of cigars I would get. So it's a good name brand. So they're usually pretty good cigars. But this has been sitting in the humidor since August the 2nd of 2024. Let's see, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 7 months. A little bit over 7 months. Going on 8 months. 7.5, 7.75 months. That's a pretty good while. So I was like, yeah, it's about that time to pull this one out. It's been sitting there. It's been in my dry humidor. And usually it's a little bit less humidity in that one than what it is in the electric humidor. But it does add some crispness Christmas. Crispiness to the flavor of the cigar. So stay tuned for episode number 51 with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. And we're going to be doing the review of this Alec Bradley Black Market Robusto 5x50. Stay tuned. Alright, we're back with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. As I get into it, I took this one out of the wrapper and I noticed that the wrapper has a slight brown tint. I don't know if you're able to see it, but it's got a slight brown tint. I'm assuming that's going to be something good. I'm hoping so in the cellophane. And also this one's got a lot of veins in it. And I love the wrapper that it's got on it. There we go. And the wrapper not only covers the foot, it covers the body. So it's real unique. Cap is put together. And it's got a lot of veins in it. So we're going to see how that goes. Let me take this off. Hopefully I can save some of the wrapper here. There we go. Alrighty. Okay. Alec Bradley Black Market. We'll leave that on there for a little while. Alright, stay tuned with Cigars on the Front Porch. Trying to figure out what type of cutting I want to do today. I do not want to do a punch. I think I'll probably do my V. It's between doing a V punch and a crown punch. Let's just do a simple V today. Then we'll do the pre-draw and we'll get started. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Alright, I'm back. Let's see if we can do a pre-toke on this one and see what we got. Kind of like a chocolate. Yeah, I'm picking up a chocolate. The draw. I feel a draw. It's not a very strong one, but I do feel a draw in it. I'm going to go with it. I'm not going to worry about trying to put another channel in it. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty, as we review this Alec Bradley Black Market. Alec Bradley Black Market Robusto 5x50. We're back with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty, as we review this Alec Bradley Black Market Robusto 5x50. So far, it's okay. I don't know what peaty is. So maybe if I pick up something different, I'll figure out what peaty is. Because I have no idea what peaty is. Peppery. Slight chocolate. Maybe the flavor I'm picking up is a peaty. This is one I'm not used to. But good burn so far. I'm at the precipice of having to work on that draw a little bit. That's because I didn't want to put another chow in it. No aftertaste. Draw is pretty good. Time on this one, of course, I give it about an hour and a half. So 5:45, 5:45, 6 o'clock. Kick, we'll see how it's going to go, if it's medium body or not. Medium to full body. It's got a good burn on it so far. The price, $8. I got this one for $8. I got this one in the store. Most of mine cost about $5, but I got this in the store. And it's been sitting in the humidor about 7.5 months. I've got some in there longer than 3 years. I just haven't gotten to them yet. They're not at the top of the list. They're way at the bottom. I don't think that they're bad. They're just like, I get to them. Alrighty, well, stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch. Your host, Uncle Scotty. Make sure you like, subscribe, click on the notification link for the channel. And I'm working on this first third. So far, it's good burn. It's doing pretty good. Picking up some light chocolate, which I'm a little bit surprised on. Scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 2, 3 tops. A light dark chocolate, not milk chocolate, which I love dark chocolate. So, we'll see how this one's going to go. And, I need to find out what peaty is. That's supposed to be one of the flavors, peaty. I need to find out what that is. You have to excuse my broken English. I just got excited for a second there. Alrighty. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Alrighty. We're back with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and click on the notification link for the channel. This is episode number 51. We're working on the Alec Bradley Black Market. If you have any cigars that you want me to review, let me know. If you want to send me some, reach out to me in the comment section. I'll give you a mailing address or whatnot. You send it to me, I'll review them. Now, I do have a couple stipulations or whatnot. They probably going to have to sit a minimum of 2 weeks to a month before I get to them. I like to get them acclimated to my humidor, the kind of the way I like my cigars. No, that's nothing to do with you. That's just how I like to do mine. Each person has their cigars adjusted at a different way. Not to mention, they'll be shipped through the mail, so that's another issue as well. So I just like to have them set in a particular way. I think that's a good way of doing it. You want to get a good review for the cigar. It's been sitting around in different humidity, then you ship it in the mail, it's going to lose a little bit. Different temperature. Let the cigar rest. I did an episode on that. Let it get acclimated to the way that you're used to doing them. That way you get a good response to the cigar. You want to give it its due justice. So that's a little stipulation that I got about that. But we're back with this Alec Bradley Black Market. We're in the first third. And smooth. It's a little bit on the rough side of smooth. Creamy, yeah. It's a little creamy. And by the rough side of smooth, I mean it's not as smooth as what I would classify as smooth. It's not rough, nothing like that. It's just my smooth is a little bit more mellow. The flavor is supposed to be on its spice. Pepper, a little bit of pepper. Peaty, I still think the taste I'm tasting is peaty. Chocolate, a little bit, and earth. Nah, no earth. I think peaty is the use of the flavor that I'm picking up. Medium body, most definitely. We will see if it picks up any more. Okay. But stay tuned with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. It's got a good burn to it. It's got a good burn. And the construction on it is very well. It's holding up very well. So this one may surprise me. That dark chocolate is in there. It's not like, yay, I love the dark chocolate. But it's like, I'm dark chocolate. Like it just rings the doorbell. Ding dong. I'm dark chocolate. But it's not like I'm going to the fair or Carowinds or Six Flags kind of dark chocolate. But the fact that it's in there is good. And I do like dark chocolate. So stay tuned. Cigars on the Front Porch. Your host, Uncle Scotty. Episode number 51. Make sure you like, subscribe, click on the notification, and tell somebody. Also, this is the first recording with the new microphone. If it does well, I may give them a shout out. And we shall see. I don't think I can get any more closer to the microphone. I'm about 18 inches away from the microphone. It's just off camera. I don't want it sitting on camera. It's a big microphone. I got a boom coming. That probably will help some. But we shall see. Cigars on the Front Porch, your host, Uncle Scotty. Stay tuned. Alrighty, back with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. We're working on this Alec Bradley Black Market 5x50. And I just had to give a shout out to this thing. I'll be doggone it. Look at that. Look at that construction on that. I am about 3/4 of the way finished with the first third. And as far as on it, the aroma, no aroma to it. Aftertaste, you have to slow down on the puffs. I kind of heated up the cherry a tad bit too much there a little bit. 2-3 puffs and stop. I want to go for 4 or 5, but I have to realize, okay, 2-3 stop. Draw on it. Having to work on it a little bit, but it's not annoying. It's just like, we're almost there. You know, it's like the difference between a B and a B+. I worked on it just a tad bit more. When I lit it up, it'd be a little bit easier. But I got a feeling as I go along, it's going to get better. Time on it, of course, I gave us an hour and a half, hour 45 tops. Kick on it as far as the relaxation effect. I'd be doggone it. This thing, it done snuck up on me. At first, I was like, we'll see. You know, I like to go like, whatever. Let me cut that out. But it's kind of snuck up on me a little bit. And I'm actually enjoying this one. It's unique. That's what I love. That's the only thing I really wanted was a unique cigar. Just be unique. It's like people. Just be unique to you. And you can get 5 cigars of the same type, and each one of them are different, slightly different from each other. Because they're imperfect. So like people, they're imperfect. Maybe that's the theme for the day. Imperfect people. Excuse me, just like cigars. Cigars are imperfect. They're handmade. Imperfections. It's got a good burn on it. Good construction. Great construction. Great burn. I'm going to have to ash this one because I don't want it falling on me. One of these days, I'm going to get the gusto up to see how long I can go without ashing a cigar. But that lets you know, when I see stuff like this, where it's got a long ash in it, that means it's well constructed. It's a well put together cigar. It's just not falling apart on you. Even after it's burned, it's still holding together. That is a great constructed cigar. The price of this one, of course, I paid $8 for it, and I did a cold draw on it as well. So this Alec Bradley, at the end of the first third, it snuck up on me. I wasn't expecting it. Maybe I judged it, but it's actually doing pretty good. I actually starting to enjoy this one. So I just wanted to confess that. It's good for your soul. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch as we finish off the first third and start working on the second third of this Alec Bradley Black Market Robusto 5x50. Stay tuned. Come right back with me. Welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch. I'm your host, Uncle Scotty. And we're doing a review of the Black Market, Alec Bradley Black Market Robusto 5x50. I am in the second third. And the second third is starting off pretty well. First third, at the end of it, 3/4 of the way through the end of the first third, it impressed me. I was like, okay, I kind of like this one. And I think I found out a new flavor, peaty. And what is kind of like peaty peaty is kind of like a combination to me of earth, a little bit of earth, pepper, and a little bit of chocolate mixed together. That's kind of like what peaty's like. That's what I'm gonna call it. There's another peaty, but it's old school. It's an old school movie from the 70s. All I gotta say is peaty, peaty, peaty. And those that know it, know it. He's born at 13 years of age. But that is a classic. Way down in the jungle deep, signified monkey stepped on the lion's feet. Said, monkey, can't you see? You standing on my bleak, bleak feet. Handcuffed lightning through thunder in jail. Oh, man. That's old Petey. It's like I swam Pacific, I didn't get wet. Oh, man. I walked through Hades and didn't even sweat. Petey. Petey might be my new flavor. Man. Alright, stay tuned with Cigars on the Front Porch. We're on the second third. It's Alec Bradley Black Mark. And no, I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm not going to tell you what the movie is or who the actor is. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, well, you just have to do some research and find out. But those that know, know. Man, boy, that's a Vienna sausage classic. Used to watch that all the time in college. Oh, man, I've watched a whole bunch of other movies. But it's like the cheapest movie ever. It's like they made the movie with like $100 or something. I mean, it's like the cheapest made low-budget movie ever. But it's got a lot of life lessons in it. A lot of life lessons. It's funny. It's so cheap, it's just ridiculous. It's like you and I could have made it with a camcorder better than what they. But it's the fact they did the best he could in the 70s. And it's an exploitation film. There's a lot of stuff in there. It's not politically correct today, but it was just classic. It's a classic. You're like, what you doing watching? Man, I grew up with the 70s movies, man. What are you talking about? 1 Down, 2 to Go, 3 the Hard Way. I think another one was what? Me, Earl, and Cornbread. Oh, man. Gosh, those are some classic movies. But I don't want to get off subject. We're back on this black market. Okay? Stay tuned. Feedback on this one. If you look at this one, there we go. How we do it? There we go. The construction on this one is doing very well. This will be the second time. I've only ashed it once. I'm going to have to ash it again. But this is a well-constructed, well-put-together cigar. So if you're looking for a medium body, crisp cigar, peaty, I tried to hold it in. Kind of earth tone like with a little bit of chocolate, light dark chocolate. Then this might be your cigar. It's medium body. It is relaxing. It's a little crisp on the back end, which is good. I think that's accounted for being in the box humidor. Every cigar I've had out of that box humidor, they're a little bit crispier. They're drier, but they're a little bit crispier, and the flavor pops out a little differently. Yeah, the flavor comes out a little different. But this was doing pretty good. So stay tuned when the finishing up. What are we finishing up? Halfway through the second third. So stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. I'm finishing up on the second third, getting into this first part of the final third. And and this is a light full body or a heavy medium body cigar. It's done very well. I had to touch it up just once. I've ashed it too. Made that 3 times. And it's doing very well. It's kind of on the aroma on it, not too much on the aroma. Aftertaste, no. Aftertaste. Draw is doing better than what it was when I started out in the first third. Time on this one, let's see. I gave it 5:30. That's about right. 5:30, 5:45. That's about right. The kick relaxation effect on it is doing very well. It's very relaxing. It's got a good burn to it. Haven't had to relight it at all. Touched it up just once. Price on it, of course, is $8. So for $8, it is a decent cigar. I like it. It kind of sneaks up on you a little bit. It's not typical. It wouldn't be my typical kind of cigar. But I would stop my humidor with them. A couple of them, maybe 2. Yeah. Stay tuned. We're going to be in this final third of this Alec Bradley Black Market. It's turned out to be okay. Surprisingly okay. But stay tuned. Alright, welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch. It's your host, Uncle Scotty. I'm working on this Alec Bradley Black Market Robusto 5x50. Paid $8 for it. Final third. Whew, this is where we at. Final third dropped off. Which I'm surprised. Usually the final thirds, they pull it, they bring on the baton, on that last stretch of the 400 meters. But this final third, it didn't. I'm not quite sure if I went too hard on the number of puffs with it or whatnot. But overall, it is a good cigar. I would keep maybe 2 of them in my humidor. They would be a good giveaway cigar. I am surprised. I didn't think it would do as well as it did, but it did. So, like people, cigars are imperfect. But this is a good one. If you're looking for a peaty light cigar, pepper, spice, some chocolate, a little bit of dark chocolate, 2 or 3. First third, it was okay. Picked up the 3/4 of the way through the final third. Second third was like okay. Final third, it dropped down a little bit. But overall, it's a good cigar. So I would recommend this cigar. That's a good one. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being great, I would give it a 5, 5.5. Maybe a 6 at the end of that first third and middle of the second third. Yeah. But it's a good cigar. So, people are imperfect. Cigars are imperfect. That's life. I think you got to take them as they come. Don't hold them to a high standard. Don't judge them. It just is. I hate to say it is what it is. I hate that. They just are who they are. Yeah, it's close enough. I want to thank you for staying with me for these past 30 minutes on Cigars on the Front Porch, episode number 51. The Alec Bradley Black Market Robusto 5x50. It's a good cigar. Once again, you're special. It's your responsibility, your duty, your right to pour into yourself every day. To love on you every day. To treat yourself special, because it's nobody else's responsibility but yourself. Thank you. for being with me and enjoying Cigars on the Front Porch this day for episode number 51. Can't wait to see what episode 52 is going to bring. Make sure you like, subscribe, click on the notification link, tell your friends, family, neighbors, get those subscriptions up. Thank you.